Alright, welcome to the Asylum. Now we're in a club for real. We can do a few things here. If we go on this dance floor here, we could dance with people. That's what that shiny icon is. This does look cute, but more importantly, if we dance with people for a while, it helps to maintain our contact with the human condition, raising our humanity score. But as you might have noticed in the character screen, our humanity score doesn't need it. We're Mother Teresa and Mahatma Gandhi wrapped up in a dead sheet together. Our humanity score is full. We are a saint. You know, that occasionally kills people. And drinks blood. Like what we're just about to do. Hello, baby.
I missed you. Did you miss me?
Terribly. But where did we leave off? Oh, I remember now. Being that she's, you know, a first level blood doll, draining her doesn't really fill us up very well. She drains very quickly, and it's easy to kill her by accident. Will not... Ooh, Gimp Man. Gimp Man coming through. Coming through. Oh, hey, it's Knox. Let's talk to Mr. Knox with his, you know, happy vampire sign. Hey, Knox, what's going on?
Not much. Just waiting around for my master.
That master you couldn't talk about?
Okay. I guess I can tell you about it. Oh man, his name's Bertram Jones. He's a Nosferatu.
No kidding, small world. What do you do for him?
Oh man. Bertram. This Asian dude who's been poking around Santa Monica. Bertram thought he might be a vampire or something like a vampire. I don't know.
So, what's the problem?
Oh man, this guy, this thing got wise to me. Now instead of me watching him, he's watching me, you know? You see this guy that feel around me all the time, like in the distance watching me, he'll walk up next to me. Oh man.
That must be terribly unnerving.
Freaking me out. This thing is totally annoying me. I want to put a bullet in his head, and he knows if that'll do it. So I was waiting till I talked to Bertram. Now if I know where he disappeared to, it's messed up.
Indeed. You know what? I'll take care of it because I'm the hero.
Hell yeah! Right on! Okay, like I said, he's some kind of Asian vampire thing, you know? The only clue I got is this driver's license that he dropped once while I was tailing him. He's so freaked out that I haven't even had a chance to check it out.
Driver's license? Shouldn't that tell you who he is?
No, the picture on the license isn't him. I don't know why he had it, but well, it might help you find out where he is and what he's doing. Here, take it.
Alright, I'll take care of it.
Right on! Just come back and let me know the job's done so I can stop freaking out. Maybe I'll see Bertram by then.
Hey, can you tell me where I can get some weapons?
As a matter of fact, I can. Go see my man Trip at the pawn shop. He won't sell to just anyone, but tell him you know Knox and he'll set you right up.
And I've got a couple questions for you.
Oh, yeah, sure. What do you want to know?
So, what's Bertram like?
Oh, man! Well, he's like the only vampire I know, but, well, he seems pretty damn powerful. Oh, man! When he's looking at you, I guess that's what those guys are saying, no? They, like, know everything.
I guess. Can I ask you a couple more questions?
Oh, yeah, sure. What do you want to know?
Do you like being a ghoul?
It's awesome! Man, after that first day with vampire blood, it's like the best drug. I'm telling you, it's like, well, it didn't mess me up. It made me feel like I was better at everything. I felt like God just sitting on that nasty
The best drug ever, huh? Do you know where Bertram is?
Oh, man! I wish I knew where he was. I'm getting antsy waiting around for him. I need to tell him some stuff. stuff, you know? I don't know where he is or stays or anything. Oh, man, whenever he needs me, just, you know, appears.
What do you mean, just appears?
It's crazy. He just appears out of, like, thin air. The first time he appeared, bam! Like to give me a goddamn heart attack. Oh, man. Especially how he looks. Ugh.
Thanks for the info. I'm out of here. The Nosferatu, besides being hideous abominations unto God and man, have a discipline called obfuscate, which means invisibility. They can disappear. They're good at it. They love to use it. They love to use it constantly and say spooky things at you from the shadows. I'm not making that up. In any case, we have a date with Therese. Let's talk to the bartender, see if he knows where she is. I'm looking for Therese. Where can I find her?
Therese? She's upstairs. Since she had business to attend to, but I can hear her at the next bakery from here. Why do you need to see her?
I called earlier. I have an interview for the part-time hostess position.
Damn, I wish it was my job. Go on up and see her. Take the elevator over there.
Thanks. Alright. Zoom. We have an elevator. There is a bit of a bug here. When you go up the elevator, it's supposed to lower the music volume of the club. I can't change the music volume and the dialogue volume separately.
Last time I looked, it was called Santa Monica,
Oh.
not stuck up this. Oh, I can't even look at you sometimes. Oh, Therese, you really do paint a flattering portrait of me with your turn-of-the-century vibe. I always assumed you could do nothing but look down on me. Just the sight of you. The sight of that wicked, painted pout, concealing that dirty, diseased mind. Sin! You have no sin. Let's see who is without sin past the fierce tone. Go ahead and mock me. You pull your pranks, make fun of my ways. But you're just one big joke. Don't you call me that. Should I start calling a duck a pig as well? I'm your sister. How can you treat me like this? That's it, Jeanette. Run away from the truth. I'll take care of everything, as always.
Well, it sounds like Jeanette and Therese have a little bit of a problem with each other. But anyhow, as I was saying about a bug, sometimes the music will rise back up in volume for the full club, even when we're in this room over here talking with somebody. Very inconvenient. I'll see about making sure it doesn't happen. Oh hey, Carnival of Death. The newspapers floating around town do change as time goes on. This game takes roughly about 3, maybe 4 months of time. Roughly. There are ways to measure it, and I'll get into those as we come across them. But for the moment, let's go talk to Therese Voerman.
Please, come in. I do apologize for my sister's crassness if it made you uncomfortable. She's unabashedly scandalous, but in the club business, I suppose that kind of personality's a necessary evil.
If you say so. I guess that means you're Therese?
Therese Voerman, yes. I'm the proprietor of this club, and the only person in this city whose good side it's in your best interest to stay on. What brings you to Santa Monica?
I need you to call off a feud with Bertram Tongue. That right there in the center is a dominate option. We're not going to use that though because we are a friendly person to our fellow vampires. Dominate doesn't work very well on other supernatural creatures like vampires. It's mostly good for mortals and using on vampires who are tremendously your lesser. If I used it on those thin blood, say, it would work quite well. Her, I don't know. So instead, we're just going to be friendly.
Tongue's exile is self-imposed, I assure you. But then, what reason would I have not to hate that loathsome Nosferatu scoundrel? Bloody Nosferatu. They're so unclean.
Why do you hate him? You see, we're going to be friendly to her. We're going to try to be her best friend, suck up to her. You know, get on our good side, as she said. The sisters are at war with each other, Therese and Jeanette right now. You could hear they're arguing. It escalates. So, we want to be friendly with both. Because, of course, we're such a wonderful person, we like to bring this to a wonderful conclusion. So, we'll get on our good side.
He meddles in my affairs. He's a bad influence on my sister, and she on him. If you were in my place, would you let him compromise your authority? You most certainly would not. I'd quite like it if I never had to hear that name again.
Then can you put out the word that you've got no feud with him?
Why would I do that? Let him think I mean to kill him. That way I don't have to worry about him sabotaging everything. Do you realize how his subterfuge makes me look to the Camarilla?
Aren't you a Baron of the Santa Monica, an Anarch, and an enemy of the Camarilla? But we're not going to say that. We're just going to state the truth. We do need to see him.
Tongue and his co-conspirators' actions ruined my chance at partnership in a crucial piece of property. I do have several other promising ventures, and one in particular has been, to say the least, an ordeal. I'd be willing to put the word out that my grievances with Tongue have been swept under the rug, but in return, you'll have to help me remove a particularly burdensome spirit from a property I'm looking to invest in.
Gladly. What do I have to do?
Rumor is that a personal item of a ghost's may be used to draw it out or excise it from its haunt. While I don't put a lot of stock in hearsay, it's my last option. So I want you to go to the Ocean House Hotel, find an item of the spirits, and bring it back.
I'll do it if you promise to call off the feud.
Oh, I fully intend to do so. You'll find that dealing with me on the whole is appreciably more predictable than dealing with some of the egomaniacs that are my peers. So long as our business doesn't go sour, my word is gold.
I can respect that, and I appreciate it. Goodbye.
Before I forget, take this. The only way to reach the Ocean House this time of night is through a tunnel in the sewers. You'll need that key to open the gate for that tunnel.
If that's what it takes to get the job done.
If you'll excuse me, I've got situations to set straight.
Goodbye. Actually, she's got to stand around in one place for the next forever. But, you know, whatever works. Taking a look around here, the first thing we notice is this big, huge painting. I'm guessing that's their father, and those are the two sisters, identical twins. And this doesn't really look like her image. Doesn't really look like Therese. Or Therese, excuse me. No, this is Jeanette's room. Yes, both sisters hang out in the same room. Quite interesting. And here would be the door that apparently Jeanette stormed off through. Locked. We can't get in there. I wonder what's in there. In any case, we could hack into their computers here and take a look around, but there's not much interesting. At least not yet. So we'll just exit here. And go down to the club. And you'll notice the music volume rising. There it goes. Oh, okay, here we go. Alright. And out we go. Alright, so we have two quests of interest. We can hunt down the Asian vampire thing, whatever, or we can go to the Ocean House. For the moment, we're going to hunt down the Asian vampire. Because that's something we can do pretty easily. And the Ocean House, well, it kinda deserves a segment all on its own. It's a very special place, let's say. Ah, there's our girl, and there's our multiplying bums. And the Doomsayer is strangely quiet. Bit of a shame. Well, there's his twin. I'm gonna think this is the Infector agent. I mean, look at that hump. What's under that hump? Probably some pulsating mass of flesh that spits these things out every time the moon rises. Ugh. Alright, but we did get a driver's license, so let's check that out. Californian driver's license for Virgil Crumb. Well, we just happen to be in front of the Kilpatrick's bail bond place with Kilpatrick's crime pewter. I wonder if we can look up to see who Virgil Crumb is. So let's go do that.